Microphone check, 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 check. Good morning. Do I sound like a man? Welcome to the Breakfast Club. Today I'm doing my first 5 a.m. gym. Wow, gym vlog. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. The lighting in my room, in my bathroom, in my kitchen, it's not the best. We're gonna try, okay? We're gonna try. We're gonna do some morning things and then we're gonna get ready and we're gonna go to the gym. Today is leg day, so I'm excited. I'm excited to finish the week strong. Let's get some breakfast. Okay, I'm done. Now I'm going to show you what supplements I use before I go to the gym. This is what I'm eating for breakfast. It's not as much protein as I usually get, but what I usually have in the mornings, I ran out of. Let me show you. Let me see if I have it. This Game Changer. This one is the Wheaties protein cereal in the, I think, maple almond flavor. 22 grams of protein, 270 calories per cup. And that's especially helpful when you're bulking or lean bulking like I am right now. And then plus adding milk. I usually use the Fairlife milk, which is like 13 grams of protein. And I forget how many calories, maybe like 120, something like that. I don't know. Top of head, I don't know. As you can see, she gone. Oh my gosh, is this gonna work? I don't know. I'm not an influencer. I don't know. Today I'm drinking an OxyShred RTD. And an RTD really just means ready to drink. So it's one of the ones that are already in the can versus an OxyShred that's in powder form. Now I like both of these. I really just alternate. It depends. This one is a little bit more caffeinated. I will say that I feel a little bit more energized and I feel like it works. It has a stronger effect when I drink the one out of the can versus the one in powder form. But again, I like both of them. This one is the Guava Paradise flavor. The only reason I'm going to put it in here is because I still want to blend it with my creatine. Otherwise, I would just drink it straight out of the can. But I know that I want to make sure I get my creatine in so that I don't forget later in the day. That's the only reason. Okay, so I got my OxyShred in here. I'm going to add my creatine. Here again, EHP Labs. They really should just sponsor me. Hello, off the first video. Like, what are we doing? Okay, so finally inside my car, I have to wait a couple minutes because it's a little bit cold and I want the car to warm up. It is raining, it is dark outside, the sun has not risen yet. It is giving moody, very gloomy. What I usually do is I have this handy dandy blanket. It's my travel blanket. When it's cold outside, I like to put it in the car so that I can have something warm and cozy when I'm waiting for the car to warm up. I don't know if I'm yelling, but it's really giving. Why are you yelling? Okay, I'm gonna scoot up because I feel like the person next to me is has his neck inside of my passenger seat. Like, mind your business, babe. I'm doing a thing. Basically, I wanted to kind of share why I was doing this as I'm on my way to this gym, which, by the way, is a new gym. I've never actually worked out in it before. My friend is letting me use her gym at the apartment building that she lives at, and it. I just asked because I traditionally go to an LA Fitness, but if you go to LA Fitness, you know it can be very how you say busy. It can be very how do you say, ghetto? Hopefully the gym is empty today, fingers crossed. But also, I don't know what kind of equipment that they have, so hopefully I can even use it in the way that I want to use. I guess we're just going to see. Regardless, I'm super excited and grateful that my friend is letting me use the gym. And that's just what it's going to be. I also wanted to talk about just like joining the Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? Literally all of my life had to wake up mad early simply because of sports. So I had to wake up super early as a young kiddo. But also, like in high school, literally, y'all are gonna think I'm exaggerating. I'm not. We would have to wake up between 3 and 4 a.m. sometimes for conditioning workouts because I went to a high school that very much rivaled a lot of colleges when it came to both academics and when it came to athletics. So everything we did was extremely elite. Literally, have been like that my entire life. Preschool conditioning, and then you have weightlifting, and then you have to go to class for 8 hours. Can we talk about that? Why was class the same as a working shift? Like, are we okay? I know why they was trying to train us. Anyway, that's another topic. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want the government to ban my channel. Training, workouts, and like I said, for college, etc. A lot of times it felt like a punishment, and I think because our coaches kind of used it as a punishment to try to like fear monger us into playing well. Sorry, if you don't know, I played basketball and I danced pretty much my whole life. So that's what I'm referring to when I say coaches and stuff. When I left college, I think I started, well, when I left college, then I played overseas. So it was similar vibes, but not that much because I played in Europe and low key, they're kind of like relaxed. They weren't like that relaxed, but they definitely weren't on crack like my coaches before that. So because of that, I had a love hate relationship with waking up early. But I think after I stopped playing when I retired from my sport competitively at least. So I think once I kind of settled into a different routine, I was like, oh, I'm going to wake up at whenever I feel like it. And so it would be like 9, 10, sometimes 11, child. I was like, I don't like this. This is kind of ghetto because I don't ever feel like I have enough time in the day. So last year I was extremely intentional about making sure that I started my days early, and I think I might do a separate video about just the benefits of getting up early and then also how I retrained my body and did like sleep training in order to be able to wake up at 5 without like feeling any sort of anything really. It just feels normal again. So I think I'll do a separate video about that. Guys, I made it. Work so hard every week. Explicit, boy. We deserve a party. So tell everybody. And let's get it started. Hey! Why yo? Hey! Ha! I'm telling you, all work and no play, me say, no way. We don't want no part of that. I need a stress reliever. 2 drinks in the hand and a girl in the middle. That's the gun we need to find, the middle. For the sake of peace of mind, so the middle of the road is where you'll find me and my friend and them, because we work so hard all week. We deserve a party. We deserve it. Say we deserve it. Yeah, we deserve it. Tell all your friends and them. Tell all the girls and them. Bring all your friends and them. And let's get it started. I say, oh yo, all folk and massive, take a jump and let we start it by the jump. Let we start it by the jump. Party on the road is a party on the road. Light it up, bring the shots and light it up. Party on the road is a party on the road. Look at times in the back, watch my canal in the front. Party on the road is a party on the road. Everybody on the road, so let me see your hands up in the air. Wave them up in the band. People from everywhere, welcome them to the land of the party. You know what? I'm really upset because everything that I said in the last thing that I recorded did not record because my microphone died. Yeah. I was in there for like 2 hours, and there was probably like 5 people that came in and out max. And this person who's next to me is staring at me, and so I'm gonna move out my car because that's awkward. Plans for the rest of the day. I'm starving, so I'm going to make some breakfast, and then thank the Lord God Almighty, I actually have today off of work. Today is Valentine's Day, so you know what that means. Look, y'all want to know if I got a Valentine? Oh my God. Y'all never know. You will never know. Okay, I'm back. I'm back and I'm black. I'm going to make breakfast really quickly. My initial. You guys see my Christmas tree? I don't care that it's February. I'm not taking it down. Just kidding. No, I need to take it down. The plan was to take it down at the end of January, and then I just forgot. But I really like the lights. Oh my gosh, I'm such a girl. I'm just a girl. Today is a super high protein packed cookie butter parfait with some chicken sausages. These are the sausages I use. They're the chicken sausage breakfast patties from Trader Joe's. I will make that, and I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to eat my breakfast. Again, I'm having a parfait that kind of looks more like a bowl of cereal because my yogurt melted, so don't mind that. But that and some chicken sausages, and then when I'm done, I'm going to, or maybe in a couple seconds when I turn this camera off, I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee. At the top of the week on Sundays, I usually plan out the entire week, and then the night before, I plan the day as I go along through the week. I am a filmmaker and a writer, creator, director, all the things. So I have a big deadline coming up that I'm really excited about. I wrote a book and I have a deadline for that. So I'll be doing some reading. I'm currently reading a book called The List by Yomi Adegoke, my fellow Nigerian gal. It's actually really good. I'm probably about halfway through and get through a little bit more of it today. That's pretty much all I have planned today. Thank you for bearing with me on my very first ever vlog. Thank you for coming to the Breakfast Club. You're always welcome. Okay. Hopefully to see you again, maybe next month. We'll try this again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.